Hey guys, we are back. I do apologize about the delay. Computer's 8.5 years old and it's very slow. I actually just got a new one that's sent to my school, but for now I'm just using my Air computer and close out all my tabs. So that was just great, but we're back on. I just called it off, but I do like broadcasting, so let's keep on going. Keep on keeping on. It's a 3-1 count. Top of the seventh, Yankees did not score. Canely is getting warmed up right now. Wonder how far the Yankees select to knock it go. I mean, hey, if he throws under 90 pitches, why not let him go to the eighth? Be a good testing to see how far they can let to knock it go. I think they should just it's a guy on, then you got to take him out. As for Netson, this inning, Torres running run away, throws the first and in time. Good job. That's go a long way. That was right into the shift, but Torres to run a long way for it. And he does throw at Santana by about half a step, so one away. And just 2 hits in tonight's ball game for the Indians. Wow, I didn't realize that. Both of them come from Jose Ramirez, who is 2 for 2 in the night. Tanaka will probably be facing him tonight once again, unless Puig gets on. I mean, if Puig gets on, you may want to put Canely in, because Ramirez has had Tanaka's number tonight. And here comes the pitch to Puig. And Puig hits it one a long way to right field. And y'all buy baseball, folks. Well, we were just talking about how the Indians have 2 hits. Now they have 3. That insurance run in from Puig's era really comes to help the Yankees as they are okay. But we still have the lead. I wonder if that will be Tanaka's last pitch, or they let him face Jose Ramirez a 3rd time. Might be a good place to take him out. And hey, I mean, if we get some more hard in the good, he threw out a runner at home and also had a home run. Now, the error, yes, it happened, but the run still could have scored that inning. Yeah, definitely Yankee Stadium home run right there. So a couple rows in over the fence. Tanaka flips his head up in disgust. You don't really see too many emotions from Tanaka. I think he is going to pitch against Ramirez, which I'm not sure that's the right move or not. He's been really good against Tanaka tonight. He's been really good against the Yankees too. So I'm not sure. Saw one of the Tark guys come out for a second. That's interesting. One of the Browns keepers, excuse me. So give Canely an extra 2 seconds. Boone can still come out and take him out. And like I said before, Tanaka has a very high ERA the 3rd time through. Opponents are batting .329, and minimum of 100 at bats. He has the 2nd worst batting average against in baseball the 3rd time through. And yep, I was right. So that's going to be extra bases in this right field. Right to Judge. Judge is going to throw to second. It's not a bad throw, but Ramirez easily in there. So Ramirez very close to the cycle as a double, a single, and a home run. His 5th 3-hit game of the season. And Indians are cooking with oil right here. I don't know if that's a good idea from Boone to keep him Tanaka for the extra batter. And now he will take him out. Just one guy too late. That wasn't very good by Boone. I really hope Canely can get us out of it. Yeah, once the home run happened, you got to take him out. I don't care if you do a mound visit, give Canely a bit more time. Can't have that happen. That's annoying. It's the game you got to have. Yes, Tanaka struggled a bit to give the home run. Okay, it happens. Got to see him out. Got to see him out after that. Seems way too important. Here comes Tommy Canely with that. I'll put on some music. You only have a select number of songs, so I will be replaying some from the earlier in the game. All right, we are back. Kipnis about to go up the plate. It will be Kipnis and Reyes at the very least to face Keenan. This is a tough situation. Kipnis is actually no. I think they both Kipnis and Reyes strike out a lot, which is good for Keenan. Oh wow, you see Tanaka just head down, not happy with himself. He's like, "Come on, great tonight." And I just give back-to-back hits, and now I'm out of the game. Can't feel good. Can't feel good at all. Is really would love for him to be a pitcher that go deep in the games because I'm telling you this, Yankees bullpen might be a little bit shot during the playoffs. Might be a little bit shot because I bet you some of their starters will be taken out there before the fourth inning. They'll need their guys in there. Need someone to go to distance a little bit. Tanaka needs to be that guy. Be a little bit hard to ask Severino of that. It might be a little bit hard to ask Tremont of that. Tanaka might have the best chance to ask him to do that. Right away, Kipnis swings and misses at Kingley's changeup. He's essentially a two-pitch pitcher, fastball and changeup. This season, it's 2.92 ERA, 71 strikeouts, and 49.1 innings pitched. He has really had a bounce-back season from last year, whereas in AAA for the most part of the year. Oh, his laced foul. 0-2. Hit pretty hard, though. Hope that expression of Tanaka's will change if the Yankees get out of this inning. Yeah, he looks really annoyed. He hasn't showed too much emotion, too. I said he's a pro pitcher, on and off the field. So when you see any type of emotion from Tanaka, it's tough. You know, it's really bugging him, and he's a perfectionist. He'll even, if he misses a pitch and still gets a strikeout even, he'll be annoyed at himself. I mean, he really cares. Maybe even a bit too much for his own good sometimes, but, you know, he should be a little annoyed at himself. You have back-to-back hits after pitching great. So, it's tough. And 3 of those hits came from Ramirez. It's really had Tanaka's number tonight. And again, I'll say this. Really, really awful job by Boone to not take him out with Ramirez. Not even have a mound visit. Really not a good job. It's not just like pounding his fist. I've never seen that much expression for him. That's saying something. You see a guy like Rick Porcello, great TV. Tanaka's never done that. Never tending coolers. He'll just be a little annoyed. Knows how important this series is to the Yankees. Know how important the rest of the way will have to be for him. And I'm annoyed at Boone for allowing a tying run to get on base. I know it's Tanaka's fault, but you can't. Why would he put him in there after he just hit the home run? And yes, good job, Canely. Throws higher than high. Kipnis can't get up to it. That was at 98. Out number 2. There we go. Come on, let's get out Reyes too. Right away, please home run. And this is what Yankee Stadium home run went 358 feet, 101.2 miles per hour, both a bit below average for home runs according to StatCast. So not a home run in a lot of ballparks. So Franmil Reyes, who was batting 242, 29 homers, 53 RBIs, and a 295 on base percentage. And as I mentioned earlier, really bad contact rate. That's a really great change it by Canely, 0-1. So he strikes out a lot and doesn't walk a lot. So he hasn't really played the field, so he's kind of a one-dimensional player in some regards. Still very young. You know, this is only his second big league season. I think he's kind of one of those older sophomore players, but still. Not that old. Yeah, I agree with the announcers. And because the Reyes ability to strike out and hit a lot of homers, I mean, you got to be good with your pitches. You know you can get that strikeout. If you just miss by a little bit, Reyes can make you pay. You know, go ahead, run at the plate, tying run on base. Mayors will get a head start with 2 outs too. So I'd say the only guy who could throw him out is Judge out there in right field. There we go. Nice change again. I wonder if he'll go back for the third one. Has not been able to catch up with it. Hey, I mean, you still got 90 in your back pocket. If that changeup doesn't move, then it's just like a slow fastball. So I'm not sure what he's going to go with here. Only has really two options, but let's see. This is the 1-2. This is a changeup, and it just misses outside 2-2. That's a hard changeup. I mean, it's insane. It's hard for anyone to throw 90 and then throw it with like a multitude of pitches. It's insane. I mean, look at Syndergaard. He doesn't throw a pitch under 90. DeGrom doesn't really throw a pitch under 90 this year. It's absurd. It's like a 90-mile-per-hour curveball, 98-mile-per-hour slider, and 92-mile-per-hour changeup. It's really unheard of. This change is harder than a lot of pitchers throw. This change is harder than how hard Nestor Cortez Jr. can throw, more than his teammate. And as I was talking about how good Kamey has been this year compared to last year was 6.52 ERA. This year is a 2.56 ERA. And yes, he strikes him out. Good job, Kamey. It's not going to takes a deep sigh of relief. Kamey comes in, shuts the door, gets back-to-back strikeouts. Yankees preserve the lead. 3-2. I'm pumped up. Get up and stretch. We're heading to the bottom of the seventh. Alrighty, we are back. It is the bottom of the seventh inning, and we have the top of the lineup due up, LeMahieu, who has a surprising 0-for-3 start. Took his fourth crack against Adam Simber. I actually have not seen too much of Simber, so this will be exciting. He's a side armor, 3.64 ERA, a little bit higher than expected. 31 Ks, 47 innings pitched. But he does have a very good ground ball rate. This will be pretty cool seeing him pitch. Just turned 29 the other day. So Savali pitched 6 strong innings of 2-run ball, 3 of them earned. Still did a really nice job against this Yankees lineup. Now he'll turnovers to the bullpen. The Indians probably giving their best. It'll probably be Simber and probably be Hand net sitting. It might not be Hand because he's the closer, but it might be when they're ever going to relievers. Maybe like Nick Goody, maybe Nick Whitgreen, someone along the lines of that. Simber came over with Brad Hand from the Padres last season. And the Indians did have to trade a really good player, and Francisco Mejia, who actually had a 64-game hit streak in the minors. And he has shown some good flashes of power when he wasn't injured with the Padres. That fastball just misses outside. I believe it's 1-1. I think Simber wears number 90. I don't see that number too often. I don't see 99 or 0 too often, but Judge and Ottavino have that. Kind of those usual side arbors has that fastball slider combo. Fastball around 85, slider at 76, and you can get away with that when you throw it that crazy of an angle. And LeMahieu cracks the one to left center field. It'll be over the head of Allen. That'll be extra bases. And he will coast into second base. See? His over 3-day wasn't for long. Again, I've only seen one time LeMahieu with the Yankees where he had an offer. And not tonight. Not tonight. He is so good. Hits the ball hard, very well hit it where it's pitched. That was inner third. It's it right back. Right back up there. And he is a dinosaur in today's game. He is third in hits in the American League with 152. Goes the other day when he can. And he really does that the majority of the time. It still does well, has double-digit home runs. Probably going to get 20 homers this year for the first time. A good batting average. I mean, he's how baseball should be. Not just all home runs. Good situational hitting. Doing your job, getting the runners in, playing good defense, playing wherever you're asked to. He's the baseball player. He's the guy that anyone can have on their team. Let's see if the Yankees can score him, which they should be able to. They really could use that run back. Again, the Indians might not rest with 2 runs, especially if the hot-hitting Jose Ramirez. Here comes the 1-0 Judge, and fastball missed upstairs. 2-0. Here comes a 2-0. And slider just misses outside. So there we go. I wonder if they let Judge hit the green light. And this guy throws slow. Yes, he has a weird angle, but come on, if you're feeling it, why not? Why not? Let him get the green light. I would love to see just Judge pull the heck out of the ball right now. But the fastball's inside. So Judge walks on 4 pitches, and Simber losing a bit of control right here. He's usually pretty good. These are getting to him right away. Excuse me. Got allergies. Can't wait till I get to Allegheny, and I'm going to be surrounded by dog hair and a lot of pollen in New York. Allergies are going to go right away. Alvin Perez up in the bullpen. Kelly Rhodes had faced Gregorius, who's on deck. So Urshela, who is 3rd in the majors in runners in scoring position, I think he's batting about 390 plus. A prime opportunity to show what he's got right here. And he does! Single the other way to right field. Let's see. LeMahieu will stay at 3rd. Very smart. Phil Nevin. But hey, good job by Urshela. He's finding that vacated hole on the right side. He had a purpose, too. Urshela and LeMahieu, I mean, where would we be without them? Really set the tone for this team. For years, I swear, as long as I remember, even with the 09 team, have struggled with runners in scoring position. But now that these two guys have come along, they've really changed it around. And wow, that was Urshela's 12th three-hit game of the season. So Simber does not even record an out. He's out of the game. Perez is in the game. We'll be right back. So we are back. Perez this season is a 2.81 ERA, 38 strikeouts and 32 innings pitched. He has been on a lot of teams. And Perez also has a funky motion, but Gregori is not too bad against lefties, at least used to be. I'm not so sure about this season. He's been pulling out a lot more. And they check his swing. And yes, he did, says the third base umpire. So a 1-0 count for Gregorius. Nowhere to put him. And that was a pretty wicked slider from Perez. Surprised that Gregorius held up. Rightly so. The third base umpire made the right call. Not because I'm rooting for Gregorius, but also think that was the right call. And a high fly ball. Median depth right field. Let's see if they're going to test Pleat again. Makes the catch. And wow, he has a cannon. That was a perfect one. Hoppers to Pleat. LeMahieu would have been destroyed. Pleat says, no, 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 you're not going on me. I mean, man, there's not too many right fielders that can just do that every time out that they wouldn't run on or give respect to like that. I mean, Nevin ran on him earlier. Decided for maybe to run on him, rather. Tries to deke him out, too. He catches both hands, takes his time, but saw LeMahieu go and just gave a strike right to the plate. So one away. Not a bad job by Gregorius, and Percona will take Perez out. It was just the one guy. Oh, we're seeing a familiar face. It's Tyler Clippard. Oh, this could be good. He's homer prone against Gary Sanchez. Let's get it. So we'll be on another break. Sorry for the breaks. I can't help it. We'll be right back. Alrighty, so we are back. Clifford was a former Yankee, as well as a former White Sox, Met, Blue Jay, maybe Diamondback too. It's a 2.74 ERA, 46 strikeouts to go 10 walks, 193 opponent batting average against, and a .89 WHIP. So he is having a very good season. But man, oh man, what I love, and I mean love, Gary Sanchez at a grand slam right now. Not because give the Yankees the lead, or more insurance runs rather, but because there were so many games that Clifford blew for us. So many games. And a high fly ball right to Puig. Once again, his arm will be tested, makes the catch. And once again, a nice two-hopper to the plate. Really showing off that cannon tonight. Well, Mayhew not even really having that really good start this time. It's kind of took a couple of good steps, looked at where the ball was, and went right back. You can't run on him. You really just can't. I mean, unless it's like a pretty crazy fly ball. Really, any other guy. Well, maybe that's not slow. He's not slow. Actually, no, he did run a bit, but still. So 2 away. It'd be a shame. A big old shame if the Yankees cannot bring home any runs. So I got an alert. That's why I was a little bit confused. I was waiting for a second. Fastball hit the inside corner. 0-1 to Torres. And it's okay. It's okay if that's just in the grand slam. That's fine. But now Torres, come on. Please don't bail out Clifford. Please don't bail out Simber. Please, let's get some revenge for all those times that Clifford blew all those games. I would love that. And in 13 seasons, Clifford has been on 9 teams. That's what we mentioned. Mets, White Sox, Yankees, Indians. It's 4. So Blue Jays too, so 5. Oh, he just got under that too. Come on. And right there is Kipnis who makes the catch. As Puig nearly collides with him. So the Yankees do not score, and it'll be interesting to see if that bites them in the butt. So Perez and Clifford do get out of the jam as we head to the top of the 8th. The Yankees are up 3-2. we are back just in time. Here is Zach Britton. I don't think he's pitched in a little bit. Was the last time he pitched Monday? Maybe. Fastball, actually, a sinker. Only really throws a sinker and a curveball, missed inside, wanted out. He is facing Tyler Naquin in a left-on-left matchup. Probably not the most comfortable thing to face a lefty like Britton. He has walked a lot of guys, and now it's 2-0. And, hey, what are your options? I don't know. I got Britton. Both of them are great. I mean, he has the highest or lowest active ERA among all relievers right now. And bounce to G to give me a tough play. Barehands and fires the first in time. Oh, he missed it. Wait, they go through his glove? What happened? What? The throw would have got him. I am very confused. I'll have to explain on the replay. Yeah, that was really good by Gregorius. I'm not sure what happened. He had it, he just didn't catch it. What the heck? I wonder if that's an error. It wasn't on Didi. He actually would have had him out. That could be huge. That could be the difference. I don't think Britton's that good of runners on. And Perez has power. And jeez. That's why we need a run. So then they kept popping out to Puig. Any other place we could have scored. Just hits it right to Puig. Right back to Britton. It's a bunt, and he gets him over. So Perez does a job, and now there's one away. So now Lindor's up with a runner in scoring position. So, putting pressure on this Yankees bullpen really make or break. Have that playoff atmosphere right here. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was wondering if Britton had a shot at second. Never know. Yeah, it was an error on Mike Ford when Naquin was up, so he just didn't catch it somehow. He's a well-regarded first baseman too. Like, he's probably the Yankees' best defensive first baseman. So, yeah, not there. There's a couple parts that get me angry today. And so far, I haven't bite the Yankees in the butt. Angry that Boone kept Tanaka for that extra batter and Ramirez the double off it. When Yankees didn't get a single run, not even one run, with bases loaded, no one out. And now, with Mike Ford not catching that baseball, Lindor is shifted over to the right. He's playing right today. Switch hitter. Can be enough grab for Gardner. A long run. He makes the catch. Wow, tremendous grab by Brett Gardner. And no advance from Naquin. Wow. What a play. Guess Naquin thought that if Gardner misses it, he's going to score easily. So he had a pretty good-sized lead, and Gardner ran a long way and then crashed into the Pepsi glass out in right center field. Covered a lot of ground. He got there before Judge. I mean, Judge isn't slow. He wasn't running that hard, but still. Wow, what a play. I mean, he's still a really good outfielder. Really good center fielder, too. Yeah, you saw Naquin was about halfway down the line. He was expecting to go all the way home. Didn't expect Gardner to have that ball at all. Huge play. Huge play by Brett Gardner. Thank you for Brett Gardner. 2016 Glove Award winner. I had a feeling Greg Allen's the switch hitter. He's also batting from the right-hand side since Britton's a lefty. So what have we seen so far? We have seen... Well, actually, the last guy, really the one blemish against Britton so far, I just hit the ball really hard. Sinker's at 96. So 1-0 count to Greg Allen, who has struck out, ground to second, and flown out to center 0 for 3 night, but that could all be erased. A hit right here. Naquin is not slow, and he will get a head start with 2 outs. One guy could really throw him at the plate as Judge, so yeah. Love an out right here. Whew. There's that curveball. See him using more and more of that. Still, I'd probably still say his sinker is about 70% of the time. Curveball coming into play a lot more often. Wonder if he'll go back with it. Might be a little risky, honestly. Let's go back if it's low, 2-1. I mean, you want to get out Allen right here, right now, because now we have on deck. We have Santana. Know who Indians have after that? Puig. That's not very good. So let's please get Allen out right here, right now. Santana's a switch hitter too. Actually, also Ramirez is a switch hitter. So a lot of switch hitters. 4 of them to be exact. Ball would ground it to short, and Gurris fires in the run, and there we go. We got out of it. Let's freaking go. 4 catches that one. That's a deep sigh of relief. Good job by Gardner. We zoom on in him. Whew, this is an exciting game. I like this playoff atmosphere. They just maintain their 3-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Let's push one more across right here. No, they had a really good. They got out of the big jam. Yeah. What? Out of room? We are back. Tower Clippers still in the ball game. I love to see some runs scored off him. Like I said, that was a tough 2017 year when he was on our team. 2016 a little bit too. So, and we have Gardner, Maben, and Ford 7, 8, 9 due up against Clipper at the very least this inning. Here comes the 0-1. Or at least it's that. Wow, nice sliding stop by Santana. What a play. He stopped Gardner from extra bases. Probably not a triple with Pete's arm, but definitely stopped a double. Wow. Quite the pick. Kind of jumped up on him and he slid and held it down. So 1 away. Good defense tonight. So Gardner has sprint speed of 27.5, right around Major League average right there. He covered 96 feet. Still a very nice grab. Probably a 2-star catch, maybe not. Sorry, a 3 or 4-star catch, not the 5-star one, which means under 10% of making that play. But still, very, very nice job by Gardner with that play. And hey, that was a pretty good piece of hitting, too. Almost had his second double of the night. Speaking of doubles, the other guy I doubled tonight is Cameron Maybin. He also has walked and struck out looking. So fastball just missed inside 2-0. So Tyler Clippard is kind of a poor man's Tommy Kahnle. He's actually pretty good this season, but Clippard has a 91 mile per hour fastball and a 78 mile per hour changeup. As that fastball hits the outside corner, 2-1. And Kahnle has a 98 mile per hour fastball and a 92 mile per hour changeup. So his changeup is essentially as fast as Clippard's fastball. So, yeah. I'd say Kahnle's probably a little bit better this year. Definitely has more stuff than Clippard. But both of them are on that fastball changeup combo in the reliever role. I agree with the announcers. The umpire behind the plate, Todd Tichenor, has really been pretty fair tonight. And really no complaints from either side. We have seen some very heated Yankee moments against the umpire. With Boone's moment against Brennan Miller, where he said, "My guys are F-word savages in the box," and John Boy Media caught that on tape, and now it's becoming put on shirts and everything, and it's really funny. And also an umpire throwing out Gardner for not saying anything. In fact, it was Maybin who was talking BS about the umpire one time, and that was recently. So umpires not been too kind to the Yankees, but this guy's pretty good. And Clippard just struck out. Clippard on the changeup. Sorry, Maybin on the changeup. 2 away. And strikes out for his second time tonight. And Clippard looking for his 1-2-3 inning. Mike Ford is up. He pitched in yesterday's game. Was also DH. He went from DH to pitcher, which you hardly ever see it in American League. Actually, I've always seen it one other time. 2 other times. It was in an A's-Yankee game one time. The A's, I think, messed up their lineup card, and they had to sub in the pitcher. But also, one time, they wanted Chapman to play first base for one guy, and they took out the DH. It was very weird. So yesterday, it was quite the treat to see Ford in the game as the pitcher, originally as the DH. At least he was a pitcher at Princeton, but he threw like 35 pitches. It was a lot. Also the strikeout, but you can't overlook the 5 runs he gave up too. It doesn't matter at that point when you're down 14-5, but still. Fastball misses outside, 2-1 to Ford. So after looking at the Indians roster a little bit more, I do have a little bit better clarity on the Indians bullpen. It's that fastball hits the inside corner, 2-2. They have Brad Hand, Adam Simber, Tyler Clippard, Nick Goody, Nick Wittgren. Have Oliver Perez, Hunter Wood. Pretty solid group of guys. See why they're the best bullpen ERA in baseball. That changeup misses well. Full count to Ford. You'd love to get the bat in LeMahieu's hands. I'd love to. I wonder if Ford got on. I wonder if they would have Estrada as the pinch hitter, but I don't think they would do that. Here's the payoff pitch. Ford grounds at 1-2. Santana takes it himself, and Clippard has himself a 1-2-3 inning. We'll see the Cuban missile. Aroldis Chapman coming to ninth. Try to get his, I believe, 34th save of the season. Let's hope he can do it. We'll be right back. So we are back. Chapman will be facing the 3, 4, and 5 hitters in Carlos Santana, Yasiel Puig, and Jose Ramirez. Chapman this season has a 2.45 ERA, 33 saves, and 38 opportunities. So I was right about the saves. 69 strikeouts, all very good, and 47 2/3 innings pitched. I would say strikeouts are a bit down than last year. Again, nearly 100 last year, but still very good year from Chapman. So against the middle order, Santana, Puig, and Ramirez. Santana batting from the right-hand side. He's a switch hitter, and Chapman is a lefty. And Santana used to be able to run a bit. And I'm saying that because, Chapman is one of the worst guys for runners on. They steal so much off of him. And the Yankees bullpen only gets out runners stealing about 17% of the time. That fastball misses at 98, 1-0. So, yeah. I mean, he may not be the one to go, but, I'm sure they could have a pinch runner, maybe like Mike Freeman or someone like that. And swings through that one. Ooh, that was nasty. I like that. That was a low fastball that Santana lost his balance on. But Puig has 16 stolen bases. Ramirez top 5 in the American League. Any one of those two guys get on, they're a threat to go. And why not when you're down by 1? Yeah, you have a good arm behind the plate, but Sanchez also committed about 8 errors on just throwing the ball. As that slider misses in the dirt 2-1. Santana so far today is 0 for 3, flown out to center again in the 4th, as ground to second. So looking to end that over and get himself on base. Here comes 2-1. Fastball misses upstairs. Come on, you got to be on tonight, Chapman. It's an important game. If we've danced with danger the entire game. We danced with danger with Ramirez's double. Danced with danger when we didn't score a bases loaded. Danced with danger when Mike Ford did not catch that easy throw from Gregorius. If we escape danger again, that'd be very tough. And did he hold up? Yes, he did, says the first base umpire, and he did, I admit. Ben May over at first made a good call. So Santana's on. I wonder if they would pinch run for him. At least with Santana on. If Puig or Ramirez gets on too, then they won't really be able to steal. So Chapman is 5th among active relievers with walks, 245 of them. And yes, he has lowered his walk rate by a pretty decent margin this year, but he still walks a good amount of batters. Here's Puig. He's certainly been very impressionable today. Ball's popped up. We get the out there. Who's going to catch it? It'll be Ford. Making a kind of an over-the-shoulder grab, one away. More importantly, 2 outs away until the Yankees win this ballgame. So Ramirez has been the X factor for the Indians tonight, even in the first 2 games, because he had 6 RBIs last night. A solo homer to right, single to left, and a double to right as well. He's unable to get him out tonight. Let's see if Chapman can be different. Ramirez also batting from the right side. He's also a switch hitter, 1 of 4. I'm on with Lindor, Allen, and Santana. He's a fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. Against the Yankees is the highest batting average and highest slugging percentage among active players, batting .376 with a .662 slugging percentage. Oof. Oof. Fastball challenged him inside, and Ramirez was so late on it. You know what I do? To that same pitch. Same pitch. Can't catch up to it. The high inside fastball. Always hard to catch up to. I don't care if it's 90. I don't care if it's 100. Always hard. But 100, you definitely see the difference a bit more. Here's the 0-2. That's 102 outside. He's been throwing a bit of 102 a bit more. Not too often we've seen him this season. He's hit 105.1 as a Yankee too, which matches career high, which you also have with the Reds. But yeah. Very impressive. There's a slider and strikes him out swing. 2 away. 1 more out until the victory. If anyone can get out the hot hitting Ramirez, it's Aroldis Chapman. Ooh, that's a nice, nasty slider. Wow, and good job by Sanchez to catch that one. That's a tough one, a lot of movement. Starting the left-handed hitter's batter's box. It falls right in the dirt, right over the plate. Here's Kipnis, the last hope for the Indians tonight. He is 0 for 3 in the day. That was a first ground to second and a struck out swinging. And slider right down the pipe, 0-1. Chapman feeling his slider right now. Wonder if he'll go back to it for a 3rd time. Against lefties, Kipnis is quite the different hitter. 237 1 homer against lefties, 269 11 homers against righties. So all in Chapman's favor. Come on, let's end this. Let's take game 2. Let's show that game 1 was a fluke. Kipnis able to hold up. That fastball sailed very far away. It's now a 1-1 count. Woo! Another nasty slice from Chapman. 1-2. Final strike. I want that 34th save. I want that victory. I want that 82nd win. Let's clinch our above 500 season for yet another year. Come on, I'm pumped up. I want this victory. Went through so much today. Went through a lot yesterday. Nail-biting playoff feeling. On hold. And here comes the 1-2. And he swings and misses 102 miles per hour. Chapman stares down Kipnis. Yankees win 3-2. We held on. Wow, what a game. Chapman picks up his 34th save. Very quick game, under 3 hours, about 2 hours and 40 minutes. That was great. That was great. Someone wants me to repeat the following sentence. I'll try it. E. Shalagi Alek Garai. I hope that isn't something inappropriate. That was by Benjamin Arola. So, all right. I'll give you that, Ben. Benjamin if you prefer that instead. But regardless, I just went 3-2. Thank you for joining me. Hope you guys have a good rest of the night.